Brad, and made some good progress on the garden. I just wanted to show the current status. So pretty much this mulch had stopped about right here. So like all of this over here did not have mulch at the beginning of today. So the kids helped me and we got this squared out over here. And then my youngest one helped me dig this out, and I added a little bit of dye, pond dye, to try to help mitigate any algae. And then the girls had their little fairy gnomes and such, which I think is pretty cool. And then we got these on that. And then I adjusted this bench. Now I got these from Menards. Not quite sure what I think about them. I like that you can change where they go and stuff, but I think for the price they're probably not worth it. So not sure what we're gonna do with them at this time. But we were at Tractor Supply today and picked up a bargain of a peach tree. It's seen better days, so we're gonna try to get that all squared away and alive. And then I still have to finish hooking this up, but these flowers are doing pretty good. And what's nice is like, let me go ahead and turn this one on. Where is it? Right here. So what's nice is each one of these has like this little adjustable. So like if it needs a lot of water or if it doesn't need very much, I can adjust it there like that. And then eventually, and then what's nice is these pots have holes in the bottom. So eventually I'll get those on a timer. And then I have this manifold here that I'm able to turn things on and off. And then having this chicken run next to the garden is pretty awesome. Just throwing some weeds over here and the chickens are enjoying it. Now I did get some feedback on that part of the fence that it goes down quite a ways, so I need to redo that. But when I was replacing it, I just needed to get it secured so that the chickens wouldn't escape and predators wouldn't come in here. But yeah, these are the barnyard mixes that I have. I think next weekend someone's interested in purchasing a few. And then over there's Gavin the goose right there. This is Gus, his baby. And these, I think, are the two ladies. I'm not sure which one's the mama, but they've been doing really well. And let me see, I don't see the Muscovy ducks yet. But let me show you in the green stock what's growing. So this down here is lettuce, and then up here is this stuff. Oh, so this might actually be spinach down here. And then marigolds. And then we got some strawberry plants down here. And then eventually I'm gonna automate this watering. I shared the idea with Greenstock about adding a float valve, and then not too long ago they ended up coming out with a product that you can buy, which really in essence ends up being a float valve. And then it covers this. But what I would do is I'll add a float valve into here, and then I'll measure how long it takes to fill it up to the 5, and then I'll set that as my timer. So when it goes on, it will flood this, the float will stop it at a certain point, and then it will water the whole thing. These are pretty awesome. My wife told me what they were. I forget their name, but it they said that it can be invasive, but it is pretty much choked off. So there's not really a lot of place that it can expand to. And then over here are some tomato plants that a coworker gave me. And I need to cut this off so that then it can go in there, and then that will work as like support. And then loofah gourds are doing pretty good right there. They're growing. They take like 180 days, which is quite a while. And then this is gradually working up this fence. This is like a black-eyed Susan that vines. And then there's the nice Midwest sunset. Yeah, and I think I need to put the motor in vinegar mix to clean out any sediment and stuff that's accumulated. Now over here, I may end up putting a post or a wooden post and doing like a corner wooden area just to give more protection for that water from this tree and leaves falling and walnuts. I don't know if we'll try fish in here. I'm leaning more towards like maybe like a frog pond and maybe some lily pads and stuff, just as a feature. Pretty much we want this to be a common habitat, but we also don't want all of our vegetables ate. Now this tomato plant I call as a confidence booster. We got it from a Amish neighbor. It was $15, but it was came in a big pot, and I like it because it's like we were instantly able to have like a good jump start on a tomato plant. So they're growing. I don't know what kind of tomato plant this is, but I was like, it's big. I'll just go ahead and get it. Now the lettuce is taking a while to come up. I did have some rows here. I don't know if it got too much water. These are beans over here. My wife's lavender's doing really well. We do have some bugs and stuff eating the leaves, so not sure what that is. Now this is a really cool hose that I'm still working on the review video, but it's like a rubber material and it expands. So as it builds up pressure, it expands, and it goes to an entire length of 100 feet, but it doesn't start 100 feet. And what's nice is it has like a shut off here. So if you need to swap out a thing, but it has. And then what's cool is like this ends up recoiling kind of like a snake, and it expands. But yeah, it's like a rubber material. So be on the lookout for the review video for this. I'll just give my green stock one last watering for the night. It's been really hot and we don't have rain in the forecast. But yeah, it's really cool how this works, because that center drains down into the next white container, and then that flows in the next white container, and so it waters it all nicely. So now I'm going to shut off this garden hose, and then I'm going to drain it. That's just mainly to take the pressure off of it. hook it back up there for the next time. Now here's a Tractor Supply video that I made showing how to use a do-it-yourself kit in order to make an automatic chicken water bucket. You can check on my YouTube channel for that video, or if you're not very do-it-yourself, you can buy a 2-gallon fully assembled one on my website, farmerbrad.com. I'm about 5 days behind on orders, getting a new shipment of buckets on Monday, so that should help continue. Over here is our guinea fowl, and they've been doing really well free ranging. They've been staying together. We have 2 of them. They've been roaming around, eating ticks, and having a good time. And then this chicken tractor that I built works pretty well. I mean, it's only a barrel for like the really bad weather, but what they like to do is they like to go climb on that fence underneath there, get out of the weather, but then there's also roost bars inside there. So for it being a small footprint, it can really shelter quite a few birds. And then this is the chicken's VR portal. I don't know where they go through when they go through the run chicken door, but they really like it. And I eventually plan on putting that door on the other side of that barrel. That way it can lock them away at night and they get used to going inside of there. Eventually I plan on getting a different coop, one that looks a little bit nicer. So if any company out there wants to do a sponsor video where they have like a really awesome coop that I'd help promote, contact me, Brad at farmerbrad.com, and we'll make that happen. Yeah, pretty much the boards on the backside are falling off and I can't really use it as a coop right now. But when I built this run, the whole goal was to have a chicken coop that would house the birds at the very end of it, to sort of cap off this 32 compound of a garden and chicken run. So a cattle panel is 16 feet, and so it's the garden is 16 by 32 and the chicken run is 16 by 32. And then eventually there will be compost bins over there, and then I'll make it so that the chickens can scratch around in the compost bins while being secured with like a top and a front on the other side to keep the chickens from escaping at that point. Well, I'll wrap this live stream up. Hope everyone has a lovely evening, and just try to grow something in your garden this year. I have pretty much given up on doing starts. I just haven't been successful, so I ended up just buying some well started starts to help make the garden a reality, and then I'm trying to make it as maintenance free as possible. And the other thing I don't think I mentioned, these flower pots are detachable. So you can detach them, move them around, reorder them. So being able to detach them is really good if you're growing something that can't survive the Midwest winters. Okay, I'm ending the video now. Bye.